Welcome to the 9th Paris Open from the Bercy Arena. 12,000 people eagerly awaiting Andre Agassi's semi-final performance in a previous round against Pete Sampras. He was absolutely breathtaking today. He takes on a very different player. So, welcome to the 81st stop on the IBM ATP Tour. Sergi Bruguera, the French Open champion, is in the semi-final here of the Paris Open, a $2.25 million tournament. He's up against tough opposition today. He's playing Andre Agassi. Sergi Bruguera with a great deal of support at the Bercy Arena, 12,000 people right behind him today. Of course, he's a double French Open champion, loves the city of Paris. Much more an indoor player than he's ever been before, Sergi Bruguera, beginning to find his feet on the fast courts. But today he takes on Andre Agassi, 4 titles this year. After taking injury layoff, he started the year in a cast on his right arm. Came straight back and won in Scottsdale without dropping a set, which is a fairly amazing achievement. There are no weak tournaments on the ATP Tour, and he came straight through Scottsdale. Then he won the Canadian Open, another Championship Series event, one of the 9 Championship Series events called the Big 9 on the ATP Tour. That was right before the US Open. And then, of course, there was Agassi's US Open performance where he won unseeded, defeating 5 seeds on the way, culminating in Germany's best Michael Stich in the final. Agassi then came over to Europe and played in Vienna, defeating Michael Stich and Goran Ivanisevic to win that event. He's attempting to reach his 32nd career final and his 6th indoors. Sergi Bruguera's year has been impressive also. He's defended 3 of his titles from last year. The French Open, where he defeated Beres Hategui. He won in Gstaad, defeating Guy Forget on the clay. And then carried on in Europe on the clay in Prague, defeated Andre Medvedev in that final. Bruguera has reached the semi-finals at the Paris Open before, back in 1990. People tend to write him off indoors, but he certainly knows his way around the indoor court. If you win the French Open, you can win on any surface. And that is Louis Bruguera, Sergi's father, coach, and a friend traveling around the world with his son. Just to bring you up to date with what sort of prizes they're playing for here, the semi-final loser is guaranteed 95,000 US dollars. The losing finalist is $176,000, and the winner of this event gets $330,000. And a big welcome for Andre Agassi. He had a phenomenal match against Pete Sampras in the quarterfinals. Defeating the world #1 always takes a big effort. And the match was quite stunning. Many people, many observers of the game consider it the best match ever at the Paris Open in its 9-year history. Agassi was talking last night about how he has to avoid the mental letdown that he feels that he may be susceptible to after such a big emotional victory. If Agassi was to win the Paris Open, he would go to #2 in the world, which is a career-high ranking. Mr. Ion Tiriac, tennis promoter, entrepreneur extraordinaire, former Romanian Davis Cupper. Fascinated like everybody at the prospect of this match. Sergi Bruguera to serve, first game, first set. Crowd are still filtering in, finding their seats. I think they're both ready now. Bruguera to serve.
15.
Some of the crowd don't like the call, but it was definitely wide, 15-all. These two have played 3 times before. Agassi holds the 2-1 edge. They played earlier this year at the Canadian Open in the quarterfinal. That's Brad Gilbert, Agassi's coach. And Agassi won that quarterfinal at the Canadian Open 4-6, 7-6, 6-1. The other 2 times they played were in 89 Rome and 93 Barcelona, both on clay, and they split those 2.
Deuxième service.
Agassi just checking with the umpire just to make sure that ball was out. It was a big point. Would have got 15-40. Bruguera just confirming the out call. Agassi will take that from Bruguera, who he respects. Just wide. So Sergi Bruguera comes through the first game of this semi-final at the Paris Open. He leads by 1-love in the first set.
Reprise. S'il vous plaît, prenez vos places rapidement. Le jeu reprend, merci.
Sergi Bruguera, ranked number 5 in the world, has won his opening service game in the semi-final of the Paris Open against Andre Agassi.
S'il vous plaît, assez haut,
crowd still filtering in, plenty of noise around this Bercy arena. As Agassi prepares to serve his first game. Some powerful hitting going on out there, bearing in mind this is only the second game. These two boys have turned up ready. This ball comes in with side spin as well as top spin. Plenty of control, lots of margin for error. If Bruguera is going to come into the net, he's going to have to come in on a better approach shot than that. Bruguera did everything right in that rally. He was moving around the court so well, hit a big forehand down the line. Agassi had to play the half volley. Bruguera comes in on a slice approach shot and has this volley. And that's depressing when it goes right into the top of the net. 30-15 Agassi. You can see the pattern developing already. It's Agassi who'll call most of the shots from the baseline. Bruguera doing most of the running. This match represents the number 5 in the world, Bruguera, versus the number 7, Andre Agassi. An all top 10 clash. That's what these championship series events are all about, getting the big stars in the game to play each other regularly.
Agassi. Angers partout.
Looks to me like Bruguera will try to get in sometimes. But generally speaking, he does his winning from the baseline. Whenever Agassi plays, the crowd are always involved. Bruguera employing clay court techniques on the fast courts. Just lays his racket right underneath the ball. Nice little bit of backspin on it, just to stop it dead. That is fantastic tennis. The angles that those two guys were generating in that rally, classical topspin cross court. So often juniors do not practice this shot. Bruguera getting the topspin to take it out of the court at a wicked angle. Just wide. Sergi Bruguera has won his second service game. Agassi has won his opening service game also. The score, Bruguera, French Open champion, leading 2-1 in the first set.
Reprise. S'il vous plaît, prenez vos places. Merci.
Andre Agassi in the semi-final of the Paris Open is 1-2 down to the French Open champion Sergi Bruguera. And the crowd are already captivated by this contest. Massive topspin from one end, Bruguera's end. Agassi hitting the ball a little bit flatter, perhaps the more aggressive of the two. The crowd in Paris never give people a break. And right from the serve in most rallies, it's Agassi who will be moving Bruguera. Bruguera will cover a lot more court in this match than Agassi.
30.
On carpet courts throughout their careers, Agassi has won 64 matches and lost 32. Bruguera has won 33 matches and lost 30. But Bruguera's record undoubtedly is getting better, his won-loss ratio.
Premier service.
Confident point from Agassi at the net. 2 games all. At some stage, he's going to have to launch an assault on the Bruguera serve. Agassi considers everybody's serve to be attackable. Bruguera's no different. In fact, Bruguera's second serve can be a little weak. Nothing wrong with his first serve there. Nice way to start the game. I was a little bit worried that Agassi may suffer some sort of an emotional letdown after that victory against Pete Sampras, but he's moving very well. He goes wide for the forehand, comes skipping back to the centre of the court when he sees that Bruguera pops it up. Look at the skip. This guy's feeling good. And now Bruguera has to face a break point. Big hitting from Agassi. A couple of mishits from Bruguera, lifting up on the ball a little bit. He always gets fast racket head speed. That's where the topspin's from. But he didn't catch that one right.
On time.
That's 2 forehand errors from Bruguera that have brought up Agassi break points. He's certainly under pressure in this game. Last time he went down the middle with a big serve. This time he goes wide, but he misses it, and now he's in trouble.
Égalité. Avantage Agassi.
Break point number 3 for Agassi. He won't know which way Bruguera is going to serve on this one. Bruguera went down the middle on his first break point. He went out wide on the second one.
Égalité.
Well, you could see what Agassi wanted to do. He wanted to make room for the big forehand and give himself the advantage right from the off in that rally. Sometimes it's worth doing that and making a mistake just to let your opponent know that you're threatening him.
Avantage.
Big
Agassi.
crowd in today, watching some splendid hitting there from Agassi. 4th break point. And the forehand error seals Bruguera's fate. Agassi's made the first breakthrough. He leads 3-2 in the first set.
Agassi mène 3 jeux à 2. Reprise.
It's Sergi Bruguera taking on Andre Agassi. Some budding stars of the future up there. A little coaching lesson going on. Andre Agassi has got the break at 3-2 in the first set, semi-final of the Paris Open. It's been an exciting week for Agassi. He qualified for the IBM ATP Tour World Championship in Frankfurt to be held in just a few days' time, with a last 16 victory over Todd Martin, the number 9 seed. Agassi backed up that victory over Todd Martin with a victory over Pete Sampras, the world number 1. Now that is a rivalry that could run and run. A victory in Paris would make Agassi the number 2 ranked player in the world. A career high ranking, that would be.
45.
It's a rare thing to see somebody getting forehands like this back. Bruguera does well, pops it into the open court. Agassi on the full run, tries the backhand slice. Not a natural shot for him. So 4-2 to Andre Agassi. Luis Bruguera will be a little concerned about the pattern which has developed. It looks like Agassi is calling the shots. He's come out very determined indeed to back up that result against Sampras yesterday. That backhand straight down the line. Bruguera out of court. Agassi in for the kill. There's the slice backhand again. It gives Bruguera time to set up and crack that double-handed backhand. Bruguera has defeated a couple of left-handers on the way. Mark Woodford in 2 sets, and also Peter Korda, which surprised many. Peter Korda was unseeded, the only unseeded man in the quarterfinals.
40.
It's a measure of the strength of this tournament that Peter Korda was unseeded. He's a former top tenor. He defeated Krickstein, Edberg, Kafelnikov, but he couldn't dislodge Bruguera. So 4-3 Agassi in the first set of the Paris Open semi-final. He will come out in the next game and serve with new tennis balls.
Agassi mène par 4-2-3. Reprise.
Andre Agassi preparing to serve with new tennis balls at 4-3 in the first set. customary gesture to the opponents. Not a written rule that you have to show the new balls to an opponent.
0-15.
Now, although Agassi missed that forehand, it shows the problem that opponents have when they're playing Agassi. Agassi will spin in 75 or 80% solid serves, get the short reply, and then belt a ground stroke. Most of the time he will win those points, and that's why he doesn't lose too many serves. But there's a couple of bad errors to start this game. Love 30. He sets himself up for that big forehand. Big kick serve, moves around a little bit in the air, bounces up. Difficult to return. And there's the pattern again. Good serve gets Bruguera moving, a big ground stroke, and suddenly it's Agassi who's on top in the rally. It's a very, very potent mixture. The kick serve, the weak reply, and the big ground stroke. And then the rally belongs to Agassi as long as he can execute on the groundies. 30 all. He's fought himself out of a hole here. Bruguera likes to chip that forehand back. The trouble is, you chip to Agassi and he's going to belt it. The man from Las Vegas, 24 years of age only, seems to have been around forever. Agassi takes the 5-3 lead in the first set. Both these players have a career high ranking of number 3. The difference is that Bruguera achieved that ranking in August of '94. Agassi was number 3 way back in November 1988. Now, Bruguera will just eat you up on this. The return was good. Agassi did well to follow it in. The volley was there for the kill, but he doesn't kill it. And Bruguera hits passing shots for breakfast.
Down,
40-15 Bruguera to bring the score back to 4-5 in the first set.
Premier service. Down, 30. Égalité.
So from 40-15 back to juice. Agassi would dearly love to finish the first set here. He doesn't want to come out to serve for it unless he really has to. No panic from Bruguera. The lob was high. Could have been 3 or 4 foot deeper. That would have made the Bruguera overhead tougher.
Égalité.
Well, there's not many people around who can do that to a second serve. Bruguera, not known to have the strongest second serve, but he backs it up very well with good movement, but he could not get to that one. Back to juice.
Avantage Bruguera.
And now Bruguera's 4th chance to bring it to 4-5, first set.
Jeu Bruguera.
So the score, Andre Agassi 5, Bruguera 4, first set of this Paris Open semi-final.
Agassi mène par 5-4. Reprise.
So Andre Agassi and Sergi Bruguera emerge for the 10th game of their Paris Open semi-final. Agassi got the break in the 5th game to go 3-2 up, and he's won a couple of service games since then, but this is a big one. He could take a 1-set-to-love lead here. Great hitting. Both players going right at each other then. Bruguera getting the opening point of the game on a huge forehand. More topspin from Bruguera, keeping it deep, tough to handle for Agassi, and Bruguera just wipes one. Now he has a platform to work off as Agassi serves for the first set. And now it's Agassi's turn to hit. Agassi became the 5th man to qualify for the World Championship in Frankfurt this week. He has spoken of how loose he feels now and how he feels no pressure. First time for a couple of years that he will be in the 8-man event. I'm sure the sponsors and the TV are very happy about it. Not too sure about his opponents, though. Well, from love 15 down, Agassi has played a couple of perfect points. Hitting side to side, getting Bruguera on the move, and eventually getting the easy put away. They call him the showman, but sometimes there's no need for show. Just put the ball away. Well, if Agassi's going to win this set, he's going to have to play awfully well to do it. Bruguera does not know the meaning of quit. It's the approach shot which makes the volleys so comfortable. Bruguera stretched out wide. Agassi, a good volleyer would have put that ball away, or an excellent volleyer would. And just about anybody could have put that away. But it was the approach shot which sets it all up. He very rarely has to play tough volleys. He's got himself a set point.
Égalité.
Well, you could never accuse Bruguera of not trying to win a match. He really is putting in a great deal of effort. Bruguera is sweating up a storm. He's chasing every ball down, making Agassi win it. Bruguera refusing to lose the set. Score back at deuce, 1 set point saved.
Avantage Bruguera.
And now Bruguera has earned himself a break point. No, it's the pressure of the ball coming back the whole time that makes you go for that little bit too much. Agassi coming up with the error. Bruguera can do nothing with that. He did everything right. Big open stance forehand, right foot leading the way, gets across, hits another belter. Now that is a winner against most people, surely. But no. Agassi virtually hits a half volley winner down the line onto the baseline to save a set point. Score back to deuce. Agassi serving for the set at 5-4.
Avantage Avantage Agassi.
Dragged the ball, didn't hit it. A little bit too close to him maybe, but it was a drag out wide, and it's given Agassi a set point. What he normally likes to do on these points is hit the big kicker and whack a ground stroke. Bruguera needs to keep the return either deep or very low.
S'il vous plaît, merci. Jeu et première manche.
First set to Agassi.
6-4.
Bruguera going for the deep return. Hit it reasonably well. But he just chipped it long. So after 42 minutes in the first set, Agassi finds himself in control of the match. But a long way to go. Bruguera is giving nothing away. Bruguera still a little unhappy with the call, perhaps. A few people mulling around. Welcome to the second set, Sergi. That's what Agassi said with that return.
15. Let. Premier service.
Well, that is an overrule of the net cord judge by the umpire. Players do not like that.
How is possible he don't feel it and you know it?
What the umpire is saying, in effect, is the net cord judge didn't feel it through the finger,
Premier service.
which he has on the net, or hear it, but the umpire did. I'm not surprised Sergi's unhappy with that.
15.
Yeah, and the crowd will feel that's justice. 30-15, first game, second set.
Odds. 45. Jeu, Bruguera.
So Bruguera comes through the first game and the second set. He's a set down to Andre Agassi, though, in the semi-final here at the Paris Open.
Reprise.
Andre Agassi, the man from Las Vegas, the man who can fill stadiums all over the world. He's through to the semi-final here at Paris. His victories over Pete Sampras and Todd Martin already this week. He's qualified for Frankfurt.
S'il vous plaît, merci.
Agassi serving at a set-up, but one love down. Sergi Bruguera, the opposition, 2 times a French Open champion here in this very city. You get the feeling that Bruguera has thrown his very best at Agassi, and Agassi's come through the fire. Mentally, Agassi's on top in this match. Just fantastic hitting. I didn't say Sergi Bruguera was out of it, but there's very few people who can bring that sort of hitting out of Bruguera. Bruguera feels normally that he can stay back and rally and get errors from opponents. I don't think he feels that way when he plays Andre Agassi.
Down, 15. Agassi. Enjeu partout.
1-game-all, second set. Now, I've played Sergi Bruguera a couple of times, and I didn't ever get him running once, like Agassi has got him running about 20 times in this match already. The hitting is astonishing from Agassi. It's almost as though you have to look away from the TV and then back at it to realize how hard he's hitting the ball. And it's also worth watching Agassi sometimes in the middle of a long rally. Watch his feet. It's like electricity. And here's the killer forehand. Left hand out in front for balance.
15.
Patrice Aguilar, in charge of the training department at the French Federation.
On count.
Agassi with a chance for a break now. Bruguera coming up with a slice too low. He knew it. And it is Agassi who takes control of the second set now. He's 6-4 and now 2-1 up. Semi-final of the Paris Open.
Agassi mène par 2-1. Reprise.
Back at the Paris Open, Philippe Chatrier, the man responsible for getting tennis back into the Olympic Games, watches on as Andre Agassi serves 6-4, 2-1 up against the French Open champion, Sergi Bruguera.
15-0.
Difficult to know now how Sergi Bruguera is going to get back into this match. He's thrown his best punches and Agassi is still standing. Bruguera does not hit the ball as hard as Agassi. Most of the time he's hitting with a lot of topspin, which has a different effect on the ball. It kicks it through, but Agassi hitting it flat is keeping the ball low.
Premier service.
Corrected call on the sideline. It's a brave line judge who corrects a bad call.
Agassi.
It's Marc Rosset, Switzerland's #1 player, with his coach. Checking out the possible opposition. Rosset in the other semi-final against Michael Chang.
S'il vous plaît, merci. Merci. Merci.
I wonder if one day these two might not be playing just down the road at Roland Garros in the French Open final. They both have such superb ground strokes. Most of them at the moment. Most of the rallies are being won by Agassi. And they're being won because Bruguera just is one shot short at the end of a rally. He's being moved around so fast, he's been given no time to set up on those big ground strokes because Agassi has taken the ball early.
S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît.
Now Sergi Bruguera in real trouble here. 1-3 down in the second set. He's already lost the first set, and now he faces 3 break points.
15-40.
Of course, serve doesn't mean as much in a match like this as it was if, say, a Becker was playing an Ivanisevic. These guys can break serve anytime. Still 15-40. And now 30-40. You could call it a lucky net cord, but it was a winner if it went straight over. Didn't need the net cord.
Égalité.
Brave stuff. 3 break points in a row saved. Back to deuce.
Avantage Bruguera.
Just a little bit too long from Agassi.
Égalité.
Using some imagination now. Just dumped a little drop shot in. Bruguera coming in with his big swings. Doesn't like the low ball particularly, especially when it's close to the net. Score back to deuce. Agassi has already missed 3 breakpoint opportunities in this game.
Avantage Bruguera. Égalité.
Well, there was a gesture of resignation on Bruguera, in Bruguera's face. Nothing you can do in the face of such hitting.
Avantage Bruguera.
And both these players are full on now, trying ideas. That got up too high. Easy put away for Agassi. Nice idea from Bruguera to keep the ball low.
Avantage Bruguera. Égalité.
We get used to seeing it from Agassi. Sometimes a shot of genius like that goes by almost unnoticed.
Avantage Bruguera. Égalité.
The drive volley is a fairly comfortable shot for Agassi from mid-court.
Avantage Bruguera. S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît. Égalité.
And still, Bruguera can't finish the game. He felt like his first serve may have been an ace. Thought it was just wide. Critical game for both guys.
Avantage Bruguera.
When you've worked this hard in a game, remember Agassi had those 3 break points at love 40, and when you've worked that hard, you feel like you deserve the game. Both these guys feel like they do. And that's it. Bruguera hangs in there in the second set in the Paris Open semi-final, but it's Agassi who leads by 6-4 and 3-2 with a break in the second.
Agassi mène par 3 jeux à 2. Reprise.
In attendance here at the Paris Open, Guy Forget on the left of your screen, along with Thierry Toulin. Forget, the last Frenchman to win here at the Paris Open in 1991. I wonder if that little kid was around to see it. I doubt it. Just wide. Andre Agassi 3-2 up in the second set, and also a set up. All he's got to do is hold serve. Not the easiest thing in the world against Sergi Bruguera. Just an amazing forehand. He waited until he saw which way Agassi was going. Or he waited so Agassi wouldn't know which way Bruguera was going to cut. Watch Bruguera, top of your screen. Oh, well, missed that one. But he got his timing absolutely perfect. Just long again. Exactly the way the first set ended, on a chip that just floated long. It's not a bad play against Agassi, though, floating it back, as long as it's deep. You know he's not going to serve volley very often.
Sergi Agassi. Balle neuf, s'il vous plaît, balle neuf.
Bruguera just
Ball change.
a little unhappy with the crowd. The balls will be changed now. Sergi Bruguera will serve at 2-4 down. Playing with new tennis balls favours the server if the server can get the first serve in. If it gets into a rally, I think it favours Agassi. And I say new balls favour Agassi because he always hits the ball harder than whoever he's playing against. And new balls tend to go through the court that much quicker. And there's that low ball again. Bruguera doesn't like that. His racket head and his preparation, it just doesn't really work on the short and low ball. He's got to get down there to it. It's not comfortable with that big Western grip he's got, and suddenly Agassi has a chance for a 5-2 lead in the second set. This could be curtains for Bruguera.
Égalité. Deuxième service. Avantage Agassi.
Break point again for the American.
Égalité. Avantage Agassi.
Agassi never relenting. Even on the big points, he always goes for it. That's a lesson.
Premier service. Agassi.
And that's it. The long backhand from Bruguera has given Agassi the second break that he's got in this second set of the Paris Open semi-final. He leads 5-2 in the second set.
Agassi mène par 5 jeux à 2. Reprise.
Andre Agassi prepares to serve at 6-4, 5-2 in the Paris Open semi-final. If there's one thing we know about Sergi Bruguera, though, he's not an easy man to put away. At times in his career, he's been a bit slack when he's been down, hasn't always shown 100% commitment, but nowadays he's very mature. Agassi just checking whether the balls are new. In fact, they're 1 game old. So, love 15. Bruguera matching Agassi with pace from the back.
Premier service. Hands out.
Agassi knows that he put that ball too short.
15-30.
That one gave Bruguera a chance to step up. And now Agassi at 15-30, serving for the match.
On time.
So Bruguera with the break point. Agassi hasn't lost his serve in this match so far. He has 2 breaks of serve to play with, but he'll want to wrap the match up right now. 30-40 though. And he's put that wide. Tremendous effort from Sergi Bruguera. Still a breakdown at 3-5, but sensible play. Just chips it back, keeps it low this time. Doesn't give Agassi a chance to hit the aggressive shot. But really, Agassi should have made that one.
S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît, merci.
So now Bruguera 4-6 and 3-5 down. Still plenty of work to do.
15-0. 40-0.
Well, you can see how tennis is a game of momentum. Bruguera has really turned this around. It wasn't just a couple of minutes ago that Agassi was serving for the match at 5-2.
Bruguera.
Yeah, and the crowd won't like that. Bruguera hits the ace. Agassi didn't even try for it at 40 love. And the score now, 6-4, 5-4 Agassi. He's going to come out and serve for it for a second time.
Agassi mène par 5 jeux à 4. Reprise.
Sergi Bruguera's father, Luis, looks on as his son has mounted a bit of a comeback against Andre Agassi in the second set here at the Paris Open semi-final stage.
S'il vous plaît, merci.
But he's going to have to break Agassi again because the score is 6-4, 5-4 to the American.
Hands up.
You can feel the crowd willing Bruguera to get back into this. Agassi, a popular man wherever he plays. But the French crowd, they love to see a good match, and they're seeing it here. And now at 15:30, Agassi needs to do what he does best, and that is move people on the first serve and then hit the ground strokes to keep the opposition off balance. At the moment, Bruguera is the one in the ascendancy from the baseline. 15:30, Agassi.
S'il vous plaît, merci.
The rally of the match, and Bruguera got him. Agassi played a perfect point and Bruguera won it. And I'm not surprised Bruguera's tired. He went from side to side about 20 times. Satisfaction as the ball finally goes past Agassi.
15-40. S'il vous plaît. Merci.
No one's doubting Bruguera's fitness, and now he's got 2 break points to get back to 5-all. Bravo, Agassi. That's his best volley. Just laying his racket on it. The approach was good. It got Bruguera out of court. Agassi just laying his racket head on it, taking the pace off, dumping it short. But he still faces a break point.
Égalité.
Well, there wasn't too much holding back on that forehand from Bruguera. It's a risk, it's a gamble, and it didn't pay off. Agassi's brought it back to deuce. 2 points from victory now. Bruguera's got to be feeling that long rally, even now. Sweating a lot, breathing deeply. He's got himself a break point, his 3rd. Well, on the previous break point, Bruguera went for his forehand, missed it by an inch. This time he played it safe. Because he's got so much topspin on it, it just fell short. Agassi moves in, pops the forehand. And that's the difference between breaking serve and getting back to deuce.
Avantage Bruguera.
Bruguera's 4th break point. He's going for 2 breaks in a row. Remember, he was 5-2 down in this set. A tremendous comeback. Can he finish it off?
S'il vous plaît, merci.
So solid, Agassi. Didn't look like missing one.
Égalité.
Bruguera, when he's forced out wide, can play that one-handed slice fairly well. But that one snuck wide. Agassi 2 points away from the match again. That is unbelievable. Brad Gilbert doesn't mind it. He once wrote a book called Winning Ugly. If Agassi wins this, that was the ugliness that won Agassi the match. It flipped the net cord once, popped up in the air, came down and flipped right off the net cord again. 2 times, that's right. And it leaves Andre Agassi with his first match point. That's it. Andre Agassi goes through. A brave performance from Sergi Bruguera, but it's Agassi that advances. A lot of respect between these two guys, quite right. They are going to play a lot of times in the next few years. Another tremendous victory for Andre Agassi. He knows how to work a crowd, does this man, and he always puts on a show. He goes through to his 32nd career final, his 6th indoors. He has never lost a final of an indoor tournament.